You're now live, it says in the studio. This is Stephen from wonderful Wiltshire, England. Hello and welcome to the replay. If you're watching live on Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much. I'm just about to switch over to Amazon Live and I can go live now. 3, 2, 1, and Amazon Live is live. And also means that I've got the carousel in my Be Live studio. So let's go and check out the carousel. It'll be over here. It is. So I can bring that into the studio. I'm just going to hide it for a second till we found it. Okay, we'll be live in we'll be live shortly. If you've got any questions at all, please do ask. Say hello to Stream Elements Bot. And today, because I'm live on Be Live, you'll get links on Facebook and YouTube with affiliate link to purchase the products on Amazon.com, and that's on Facebook and on YouTube. Just click the link and you'll be able to find out more information if you're watching me live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching me live on Amazon Live, I'd like to say thank you, and I'm going to switch my camera on. Okay, so we're live again, and hello and welcome on Amazon Live, and thank you for joining me. If I bring this, let's even things up a bit. Go here, bring this in, and go like this. That's better. Okay, so we're all good. This is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen, live from England, broadcasting from Be Live. Over here is my demonstration area, and you can see all the products. You can see the LoomQ stand. You've got the OBSBot camera, and then, well, you've got a whole host of things, all of which are down in the carousel. If you've got any questions, basically, if you've not been here before, this is a free resource from Amazon Live. We are independent broadcasters from around the world. My friends from South Africa and Portugal and Australia all broadcast on Amazon.com using Amazon.live. We're grateful to be here. We enjoy being here. So without further ado, I'm going to go here and say welcome. Welcome to Broadcast with Stephen, live from England. Now, I'm just privileged to actually be broadcasting live to you today. And I thoroughly enjoy being live on Amazon Live. This is, well, let me explain. Hopefully this will work. If I go here and I go here, this is my last broadcast before Christmas. Okay, Christmas holidays are upon us, and today is my last live broadcast on Amazon Live until after Christmas, because we've got to take a break. I mean, I so enjoy being live on Amazon Live every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and but it's good to actually have a break now and again, recharge the batteries. That's what friends, family, friends, and recharge the batteries are my mantra for this weekend. In other words, just chill. And hopefully you're in a position where you can chill this weekend. And it's been a hectic year. It's been an exciting year on Amazon Live, and I've got a comment coming in, which I'm going to take in a second. And the comment is from, just switch that off. Comment is from my good friend Corinda, who's saying hello. Hello, Corinda. I hope your health is improving steadily. And in your honor, I'm going to go here and I'm going to switch on the snake. And the snake should appear, and it should go over this background. As you can probably gather, I was busy on Canva this morning, and Corinda is saying his recovery is continuing. That's good news. Good to hear, Corinda. I was busy on Canva this morning. So I've done 3 backgrounds, and this is background 1. Okay, I'm using background removal software from within my Be Live studio. In actual fact, if I put this up here, I'm just wondering whether this will actually work or not. Let's find out. Okay, so we've got the Be Live logo in place as well. All good. Now, Corinda, if I'm out of sync at all, could you let me know? I'm just a little bit, yeah. Right, okay, this is background number one. We'll call this the blue background. And basically what's happening here is this is how I look normally. Okay, this is my office. And what I've done, because I've got a green screen, I can actually change my background just by pressing one button. And I'm going to press the button now. And we've got the new background. Comments coming from Corinda, which I'll take in a moment. And Corinda is saying, yes, you show the product in your background removal. Does it still work if you show a remote? Now, the problem with, right, okay, good question, Corinda, and it's a good point. If I go here and I take off my background, okay, I can show you this remote, okay, and we can autofocus on the remote, and that works perfectly. But if I put a background on, yeah, and now I show you this remote, now you see it, now you don't. It gets lost in the background. You can't show. I put it in front of me, it will work. But as soon as I go into the background, I'll do that slowly, it will just disappear. And that's why when I'm broadcasting in Amazon Live, apart from days like this, I don't use background removal software because I can't show you things. Okay, this is background one. This is a blue background. Let's go to background two. And this is background two. Okay, and this one is a bit lighter. Now, again, I was busy on Canva this morning, and these are all in the paid version of Canva, canva.com. And this is number two. We'll call this one white. So you get the idea of this. You can vote for the blue one. You can vote for the white one. But they're only working well because I have a green screen. If I didn't have a green screen, then it wouldn't work as well. In actual fact, if I go here and I go over here, I should be able to show you. I'm just waiting for it to come up in my carousel down below. Here's the featured item, but here we go, hopefully getting there. Yep. So I'm going to show this on screen. I'm going to take myself off full screen, and we're now showing everything. Okay, I'm broadcasting from BeLive, so I can have all sorts of things. Just to note, the BeLive crew, who are bottom left on the screen, of which I'm a member, as you can see, and that's Efrahin Lopez, who's from the USA, Daniel Meyer, who is from Israel, Nick Wood, bottom left, is from England. Next to him is Grant Saunders, also from England. The thing that we all have in common is that we all broadcast on Amazon Live, which is awesome because, as you've just gathered, Nick, Grant and I are Brits and we enjoy being on Amazon.com. So let's hide that picture. We'll be live at 1 p.m. Eastern next Thursday, the 29th. 1 p.m. Thursday, the 29th for the BeLive crew. And I'm looking forward to that broadcast post-Christmas. My holidays will be over by then. So let's say wish a happy Christmas to Efrahin, to Daniel, to Nick and to Grant, and move that off screen. Okay. So if I switch that camera off, and just a reminder that you're actually watching Lights Camera Action with Stephen live from BeLive. Okay, and there you are. So it's the only reason this picture looks anywhere near good is because of the green screen, which is down the carousel, which is the Fovitech green screen. And today the Fovitech green screen is $77.95. It's 22% off. Okay. And it's the difference between having a background which is okay and a background which is near perfect. I mean, when you're looking at background removal software, and there are a few systems out there, you've got to have 10 fingers. with not too much webbing between them. You don't want a line around your head, and you don't want your hair blowing in the breeze, a non-existent breeze. This is the key to successful background removal. And the program that I'm using at the moment is called XSplit VCam. XSplit VCam. And that's what I'm using to actually, now, so blue was the first one, white is the second one, and red is the third. Okay, so now we've got a red background. Now you'll notice something straight away. The darker the background, the better it looks, the more realistic it looks. I mean, at first glance, you would think that I was sat against a red background, but you get where I'm coming from with this. Basically, the darker the picture, the better you actually look. So if you want to vote, then we have in no particular, well, in particular order, we have the blue background, we have the white background, and we have the red background. And you can vote for whichever one of those that you want. And over to Corinda. Just a minute, I need to get rid of that, then I can show Corinda's comment. I have a question. Is there any difference in color blue or white or green? The image-wise, as I say, the darker the color, the better. But in terms of a green screen, you want a plain color. And the two colors that work best are blue and green. And it's a personal decision. Yeah, I would basically, I'd try them both. I've been using the green side for so many years that it doesn't seem quite the same when I switch to the blue, but you can use either in your studio and you get basically the ability then to show images. Okay, now it's not just a Christmas background. And over to Corinda. And Corinda is saying, you like the white. So Corinda has voted, and he's voted for this one, which is the white one. Thank you for your vote, Corinda. If anybody else has got any thoughts about the red or the blue or the white, I think it does work quite well. As I say, all I did was to go over to canva.com this morning, and they've got preset backgrounds. I brought this background in, and thank you, Corinda. Okay, if you want to vote, then just say which one you prefer. So we'll keep this one for a few moments. Right, so the Fovitec green screen. Green screen is important. It's the difference between being okay and being near perfect. I mean, I know this is not perfect because you've got to have the camera, you've got to have the background removal software, and XSplit VCam is probably the best I've ever seen on Windows. And you've got to be well lit. Okay, if I switch all the lights off now, then it doesn't look quite the same. You've got to have lighting. Let's just test that theory because we're here. I'm going to switch that light off. Okay. And I'm going to, excuse me, knock in the office. I'm going to switch this light off. Okay. And now you can see that this just doesn't work. And it doesn't work because I haven't got a single light on. It's heading to 4:30 in the afternoon in the UK, and the system can't cope. You need to have light. Now I'm going to put two lights on. One is the room light, and the second is Logitech Litra Glow. So room lights. Okay, so the room lights are back on. That's some improvement. But then using the software, I'm going to switch the other light back on. And now you can see a total difference. In fact, what I'm going to do after this broadcast is I'm going to take the two screenshots because that was a vivid illustration of why lighting is important. Three things important in live broadcasting. Yeah. Camera. Okay. And I've got three cameras down in the carousel, which we'll talk about. Lighting. Lighting is so important. And as we've just proven, when I switch the lights off, if you don't have any lights, even the best camera in the world is going to complain. And you do need good lighting to use a background screen. And the best lighting that I found is down in the carousel, and it's the Logitech Litra Glow light. Let's have a look at it, shall we? So just a minute. Hopefully it's here. There it is. It's the Logitech Litra Glow light. Okay, it's down in the carousel now. It is $49.99. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, I've just posted a link direct to Amazon.com with the information. And I'm going to tell you about, just let me stand up for a moment, the Logitech Litra Glow light, which is on discount today. Just a minute, just let me check out the discount. The discount on the light today is 17% off. So it's $49.99 and normally it's $59.99. So you can save $10 today by ordering today. Okay, I know. I mean, I've discovered on Amazon UK some things won't arrive till after Christmas, but they'll still arrive and they'll still be at the price you paid for them. Okay, so let's go full screen on this. So this is a Logitech Litra Glow light, and it's disappeared and it's back again. I need to do something. What I need to do is to go back to the original. And now you can see the light. Okay. So when you get the light, there's cellophane on the back there, there's cellophane on the base. Take that off, recycle it. You lift this up and it then goes over the back of your monitor. Okay, just over the back of your monitor, PC or Mac. That's the first stage. Then it is cable which is supplied, which is USB-A to USB-C, and you must plug it directly into your computer if you want to control the light. It must be plugged into your computer. As far as the light is concerned, it's on this stand. This stand you can extend. Okay, so it extends another 6 inches. You can put it down again, and you can bend the light forward. Okay, you can also take the light back, and you can turn it to one side or turn it to the other side. The other thing you can do, if I go here, is you can mount it. You can take the light off and you can mount it on a tripod. Now, this is the Loom Cube tripod. Loom, as we know, make lights. It will accept the Logitech because at the bottom of the Logitech is a little thread which allows you to put it on a tripod stand. Okay, so you can either mount it on here or on the tripod stand. On the back of controls, one for temperature and one for brightness, and you can actually control the temperature and the brightness using that. Now, gamers will love this because this is safe. This light is safe to use 24/7. It's the main light that's lighting me today. I used to have two softboxes. Now I've just got this. And the thing about this is just notice the size. This is less than 3 inches square. And it doesn't put out a bright light, it puts out a soft light. Yeah, so I can broadcast with this light all day if I want. Now I'm not going to, but certainly the light was designed with gamers and broadcasters in mind, and it is good 24/7. In actual fact, if we just go through the main features of the light, and then I'll give you a demonstration of the software. So let me find the light. If I can see the light, just a minute. Okay, now its official name it's the Logitech Litra Glow Premium LED Streaming Light. It's the first light that Logitech have produced. They've produced another one since then. If you click the link in the carousel, you'll find out about the new one. The lighting is called TrueSoft technology, which is proprietary to Logitech. And I've just shown you it's got an adjustable monitor mount. You can either put it on the back of your monitor or you can put it on a tripod. It's 17% discount today. It's $49.99. It's got brightness and color settings, which are on the back, but they're also available in software. And in 2 minutes' time, I'll show you the software. It is set to give natural skin tones and a radiant look. Now, I can speak to natural skin tones. If I go and look in the mirror now, then I do look similar to what I'm looking now. Radiant look, okay, I'll leave that one to you. And as I said a moment ago, it is safe for all day streaming. And freedom of light placement, tripod or on your monitor. and it uses Logitech's free G Hub desktop app. Now, the G Hub application is known world over by gamers because it controls Logitech equipment. If it's Logitech, then this piece of software can control it. Shall we have a closer look? So if I go to here, or possibly here, and I go screen share, okay, I'm going to bring the software on screen. So this is how it all works. This is Logitech G Hub. Okay, this is the software. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to go side by side. Yeah. So you can see the three of us. Now, I'm using the software that's on my desktop. First thing is, if I go back a minute, I've got a comment coming in. I'll take that comment in a second. This software, I just go here. Let me go here. The software controls my Logitech Brio camera, Logitech Litra Glow light, and my Blue Yeti microphone. So one piece of software for controlling all that hardware. And what I've done is to select the Litra Glow, and there we have the Litra Glow software. Now, before I carry on, just go here, and I want to make one change, and then I'll come to Seabass's comment. Go here and change the theme and apply. Okay, so now I'm back, and I got a bit of lag, I think. So I may make a change. I need to go back again to actually read Seabass's comment. Okay. Good morning, Stephen. Here's one of my favorite dad jokes. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? Does anybody know the answer? Fortunately, C has given us the answer. Hippo is really heavy. The Zippo's a little lighter. Definite dad joke. And you're claiming the head of the snake. So C has gone to the head of the snake. I've noticed now, I'll just do this for a final time before I carry on about the light and the software. Okay, I'm noticing in my studio that I've got a bit of lag. So just a reminder, I want to say, wish everybody a happy, healthy and enjoyable Christmas. I want to say thank you for actually watching me on Amazon Live throughout this year. To everybody who comes along and supports and comments, especially C and Jason and Lydia, who are the LCA crew. But what I'm going to do now, just because, well, I don't know, what's the sync like? Am I still syncing properly? Always ask my friends. Yeah, and it's good. The great thing about having friends actually watching your live broadcast is you can ask the question, am I still in sync? Okay, so I'm going to take this off for a moment while we get an answer. So let's go back to the background, and we were here, and I was actually demonstrating. I'll turn that off. Okay, so the software for controlling, no, not that. Just a minute. Slow down. I'm going to hide that. We'll get there. Okay, it only takes practice. So this is the software that controls the light. Now the thing with the software is, and I'm using it on my desktop, I can switch the light off. If I switch the light off, then I go darker straight away. So I just press the off button. I'm going to press the on button and I'll go lighter. Okay, magic. Now, the thing about the light though, is it comes with 6 presets. And if I go to the first preset, which is bright cool blue, I look a lot brighter now. And it's because the brightness is high there and the temperature is low. Now that's the same as the controls on the back of the light. If I go here, what we're actually doing is adjusting the controls here using the software. Makes it a lot easier because I mean, I've got 2 Logitech Litra Glows. One is on my monitor and we're controlling it, and the other is in my hand. If I go for the next preset, then the temperature has gone up and the brightness has come way down. Mild afternoon. So what you've got is 6 presets that you can use at different times of the day. Yeah. And then we'll come down to this one. This is one that I did, which isn't the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the temperature down, bring the brightness down. Okay, so it's all controlled through the software. And if I go here, I'm going to go back to my favorite soft sunset, and that's it. So you can control the lighting through Logitech G Hub software, and it's simple and straightforward to do. All you need to do is plug this light into your PC or Mac, download Logitech G Hub software, and you're away. Now, I am noticing a slight lag. So whilst we go over here, I'm actually going to change cameras. Give me a second. So I'm still here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close the software I was using earlier. Okay, so I'm closing that software, and then I'm going to change cameras. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to change cameras to here, and hopefully in a second this will actually come through, and I can come back now. Okay, I'm back, and now I've taken the background removal software away. The thing is, okay, there are only so many things your computer can do, and if you ask it to do too many things, then, but I just want to do one thing. Just a minute. Sec. I'm do this. Right. I've now, in a minute, I should go to the head of the snake now. Yes, I have. Okay, now I just commented on Amazon Live. If you comment, then you'll show on the snake. It's Christmas. Let's start a party. If you want to let me know where you are, if you've got any questions at all, then please do ask. Okay, so we've got everything back. The light down the carousel, 17% off today, $49.99 as opposed to $59.99. So let's put that down. Okay. Now, one of the best-selling items that I have is down in the carousel at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this camera on. I'm going to take myself off solo. I'm going to stop sharing the software. Okay. And what we're going to look at is this. This is the TP-Link Deco. And it's one of the items which during 2022, yeah, there it is. The TP-Link Deco, $109.99. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this today is that today it's 27% discount. 27% discount, and it's actually, and if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, my affiliate link has been posted directly to the TP-Link Deco. And the basic thing here is that we can't control the internet that comes into our property. We just can't. But what we can control is the internet throughout our house. Now, Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi today. My fellow broadcasters all say you actually need wired, but I'm on Wi-Fi, and I know that my picture is pretty clear. And the TP-Link Deco is just so easy to use. Basically, you get 3 units. Okay, you take the first unit here, and you plug it into your router. Yeah, let's just see if I can change things up a bit. If I go there, okay, you plug it into your router and power it on, and it automatically connects to the router. It discovers the router without you doing anything. You then take the second unit and you put it in a different room, plug it in, power it on. It will find the first unit. The 2 units will talk to each other. Yeah. At this stage, you download the TP-Link application either on iPhone or on Android, and you then, once you've got the 2 up, you can then basically take ownership of the network. You can put in the master password, you can put in a guest password, and you can control everything from your phone. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute. You then take the 3rd unit plug it in another room, it then starts talking to the other two. So you've then got 3 units all talking to each other. And the thing is that it's giving you great coverage. We've got 1 unit downstairs, 1 in my office, 1 in Angelica's office, and it gives us coverage throughout the property. It just works so easy. There's nothing to learn. Yeah, true story. My friend, one of my friends, Peter Stewart, lives in Aberdeen in Scotland. And he had a situation where his office is a garage, which was built as an extension to the house. And he had bad Wi-Fi, he had bad internet, and he couldn't broadcast using it without going fuzzy, yeah, or the signal dropping. So he asked his partner Sheila, should we sort of wire through the outer wall, through an inner wall to the router, and just lay a cat cable. And then I don't know what happened, but the following day, Peter came along to our broadcast and said, can anybody recommend a Wi-Fi system? And I said, yes, I've been using the TP-Link Deco for the last 6 months. It works perfectly. And Peter ordered the TP-Link from Amazon. It arrived the following day, and he rang me half an hour after it had arrived to say it was working perfectly. He had great internet in his office. He'd done the whole thing inside 30 minutes. And he said, it's the best thing I bought in 2022. Right. My good friend and fellow broadcaster, if I just bring this on for a moment. My good friend and fellow broadcaster, Nick Wood, bottom left in the photograph. Nick and I broadcast together on Mondays at 11:30, 11 Eastern. Okay, apart from next week when it's Boxing Day, so we won't be live next week. And Nick has a cooking show. He has a keto cooking show, Keto cooking show. And he broadcasts from his kitchen. Now, the internet in his kitchen was virtually non-existent. So when he went to do a live broadcast on Amazon Live, things didn't always work as well as they should. So as Nick and I broadcast together every Monday, and I'm always talking about the TP-Link Deco, Nick went out, bought the TP-Link Deco, installed it in under half an hour, and it simply works. And he can now broadcast from his kitchen in the same quality as he can from his office. Yeah, and he can go anywhere in the house and he can broadcast live in good quality on Wi-Fi. And he said to me, well, he could have said to me, this is the best thing I bought in 2023. It might be, I'll have to check with him. But there's 2 friends who took the recommendation to go with TP-Link, bought it, and they're both happy. It has made an amazing difference to their live broadcast. Peter is broadcasting virtually every day at the moment. Nick is just coming back from holiday and will be broadcasting again soon if you've missed his show. And the thing is that we do work together. We do listen to each other. We're a team, and Wi-Fi is so important. I mean, we can't control the Wi-Fi that comes into our house. One day, we will all have gigabit internet, and then it won't matter as much. But now we only have finite resource coming in. We need control of that. We also need a network that works. I mean, we used to have, you know, the plug-in ones that you can actually plug into your power line. I think they're called power line network adapters. We had those, and we used to watch a 90-minute film on Amazon Prime, and every so often it starts buffering, the dreaded circle. And we used to think that was normal because we are in Britain. We don't have the same quality of internet that you have in the States. We thought that that was normal. Fortunately, one of the units broke and I had to get a new networking system. I did my research and I got the TP-Link Deco, and I'm broadcasting to you live now. And Angelica is teaching German in her office. It just simply works out the box. It's so easy to set up, 30 minutes to set it up. Both Nick and Peter took 30 minutes. It's just basically, this is it. And I'm broadcasting using it now. Yeah, it's down in the carousel. It's $109.99. It is today 27% off. Yeah, so excellent price, good discount, delivery possible after Christmas. In actual fact, if I go here, just a minute, and I'm going to go, I'm opening a web page, just want to check something. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. It's slow because primarily it's slow because I'm going to close that. Right, so I closed the tab and I click the wrong link then. Never mind. Okay, I'm back now. I've closed everything down. Okay, the only Chrome tab I've got open is this one, and you have my full concentration. Okay, the logo up there, if you're wondering, is I'm broadcasting from BeLive. BeLive are responsible for the snake. If you want to be on the snake, then all you need to do is make a comment. Today I'm live on Amazon Live. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, when I show an item in the carousel, you'll get a link to go to Amazon.com and get more information. Now, just a note about that. Come back to me. When you click a link in the carousel, you're not buying, you're asking for more information. There are 39 items in the carousel today. I'm going to talk about a few of them. If you've got any questions about anything in the carousel, then please do ask. I'm broadcasting using TP-Link Deco. I always do, Wi-Fi system, and it just simply works. That's all I can say. And we've got myself and Peter and Nick all saying that it works. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, now the next item I'm going to go on to, I've had that quite a while, but the next item I'm going on to is over here somewhere. And yes, okay, I'm going to do two things. Okay, I'm going to go there. Right. The thing is, I can actually show things because this is ostensibly, this is my Christmas show. Yeah, I won't be live again before Christmas. So this is your last chance to catch me and ask questions. I will be back. I don't know yet. I'm in negotiations, but I will be back next week and obviously throughout 2023. 2023 promises to be a very exciting year. There's so much going on. I mean, I live in the live video world. Yeah. And there's always something new. Okay. I broadcasting from BeLive today. I just love live broadcasting. I love your company. And just let's go over here. And I'm just going to put this on. Apply. And I'm just going to take this off. Okay. So you're watching Lights, Camera, Action. If you are enjoying the show, follow me. And if you want to be on the snake, just make a comment. Hopefully all that makes sense. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is this. What I need to do is I need to switch cameras. So I'm going to bring my second camera in. Okay, and remember the BeLive crew next Thursday, 29th, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's myself, the CEO of BeLive, Daniel Meyer, from the States, Efrain Lopez, from the UK, Nick Tad, Grant Saunders will be with you next Thursday. Something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. So I'm going to hide that. The next thing we're going to look at is here. Okay, and that's these. These are Aftershocks earbuds, and they're down in the carousel. There are various models. We're actually going to look at this one, but whilst we're doing that, I'm going to switch between the Aftershocks and the camera that's down in the carousel, which is the Oswald Tiny. Now, what I need to do is basically, you've seen, if I go here, okay, got the Aftershocks. Okay, so I'm going to go to the aftershocks, but we're using the Obberspot camera. So I'm going to flick between the Obberspot camera and the aftershocks, and I'm going to go like this. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the aftershocks earbuds. Oh, wait a minute, joined by my good friend. And we say hello to Jason. Good morning, Mr. Stephen. Thank you very much. With the aftershock, can I take phone calls with them? I'll answer that now. Okay, thank you for the question. Yes, you can. I'll tell you how. Just a second. Right, I'm just going to go and put that full screen. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I love doing this demonstration, it has to be said, is I'm going to come to me. Okay. Right, so that works, and I'm now looking, you're now looking at the Obberspot Tiny camera. Now I'm going to tell you something about the camera, then I'm going to demonstrate the aftershocks, answer Jason's questions, and I'm really enjoying, I mean, this is my last show before Christmas. So I'm going to put everything into it and tell you about the aftershocks. And oh, no, I'm getting confused. I'm going to tell you about the Obberspot first. Okay, down here somewhere. Yeah. So we're talking about the webcam you're actually looking at the moment, which is the Obberspot Tiny PTZ 4K. PTZ, pan, tilt both ways, and zoom. Okay, PTZ. Now, PTZ camera, if we go here, I can just explain it to you. This is an Obberspot Tiny. And basically, the lens is on top. It's on a 2-axis gimbal. So that means that it can move up and down, it can move left and right. And then you've got the camera body. The whole thing at the moment is on a Loom Cube stand, which you'll find down in the carousel. If I move the microphone out of the way, you can actually see the quality of the stand. I'm just going to move that as well. But if I just put the microphone there, you can actually see it. Okay. So that's basically how it looks. It's tiny. It is a tiny camera. It doesn't take up too much space. That's the first thing about it. And I'm going to come back to me now. Now, the first thing you need to know is that this is no ordinary camera. The Brio and the Nexigo, which are also down the carousel, are brilliant static cameras. In other words, they live in one space. The Obberspot can move through 130 degrees. It can move left and right. So it's got greater movement than a static camera like the Brio, the C920. Yeah. That's the first thing. So it is AI powered and it does have autofocus. So if I put this up towards the camera, you can see this clearly because it's focusing on it. Now that is either on or off. You've got a choice between doing that. It is the ideal 4K video conference camera. I'll explain why in 2 or 3 minutes. It has dual omnidirectional microphones, so it picks up the sound all around. And it's got auto tracking because I've just shown you the gimbal it's actually sat on. It's got low light correction. If I use the G-Hub software and switch my light off, then the camera is now compensating so that you can still see me. I'm going to switch that back on. Okay, so I've got the lighting back on. Always like to have lighting on. It has magical gesture controls. Now, I don't want to break anything, but I'm going to show you the controls. Okay. You do not need to be anywhere near your computer to this. You just need to be in front of the camera. If you go like that, okay, then the camera will follow you. If you go like that, the camera will stop following you. I need to go like that, I think. Okay. If you go like that, the camera will zoom in. If you go like that, the camera will zoom out. Now, the other time when I did this, no, it's not going to, it doesn't, right, okay. Not all demonstrations are perfect. Okay. It has dual omnidirectional microphones with noise reduction, not noise cancellation, noise reduction. So it lowers the background noise. It's got 3 preset positions and we can go to me, to desktop, and to the all-in-one PC, and all I'm doing is pressing buttons. Yeah, and back to me. You can change those presets at any time. It's got AI tracking. Okay, and it's at this point that we get to the demonstration, and we're going to talk about the aftershocks and answer Jason's question. So let's put Jason's question up on the screen. Okay, what I'm going to do is to take the banner off at the top of the screen. Okay, and so we don't have any distractions, then I'm just momentarily, just for a moment, I'm actually going to go here and switch off the snake. Okay, right. The next part of this is what makes the Obspot family, because we've got two Obspots down in the carousel, special. And they're special because they have inbuilt AI tracking software, so they can follow you. They do have facial recognition, and as your face moves, the camera lens moves. Remember that the camera is on, a minute, is here. The camera is on a 2-axis gimbal, so it can move about, and in a moment it's going to move about. Okay, you ready for this? Now, this is going to work. This is going to work. I'm telling myself this is going to work, because when I press this button, okay, on the software, basically what's happening is that I'm getting good at this. The camera is actually following me. As I move around, as you gather by now, the camera is actually following my face. Okay, it's got the face recognition built in, and it's giving me, well, if I come over here, you get a better example of it. Okay, the camera is following me, following my face, and it's been set so that it gives me headroom, so I'm not too close to the screen. If I come here, I can give you, if I come closer, without tripping up, of course, you can see that after a few seconds, the camera automatically gives me headroom and puts me in the center of the screen. I don't need to do anything. I mean, my hands are here. I'm nowhere near. I am nowhere near the computer. Well, now, the next thing we're going to look at is down in the carousel now. I just need to find it. So give me a second. And we're going to talk about the Aftershocks Aeropex. Now, the Aftershocks Aeropex, excuse me a minute. See how it followed me? That's why I love the Obspot. These are Aftershocks Aeropex. They're down in the carousel now. And Jason's got a question about them. And good morning, good afternoon, Miss Stephen. Aftershocks, can I take phone calls? Yes. Basically, if you put the Aftershocks on, okay, if you press that button there, that's a phone call. Okay, so technically, it's just a one button press to actually answer a phone call. Obviously, you're hooked up via Bluetooth to your mobile phone, and the mobile phone gets a call. You hear it in your headset, sorry, dropped my H's then, and you just press one button, you can take the call. Simple and straightforward to do, and it simply works. I mean, I've tested it with Angelica. I phone Angelica on a regular basis when I'm 10 minutes from home, and Angelica phones me back when she can't take the call, and we know it works, and I just press the one button there, and the phone call is taken. So simple and straightforward. Now, every morning, and thank you for watching on Amazon Live, every morning at 11:30, come rain or shine, anything apart from snow, 11:30, I go out the door and I walk 4 or 5 miles. And I walk for 4 or 5 miles wearing this headset. This headset, first of all, if you look at the side, it goes over your ear. It doesn't go in your ear, which means two things. One, that this headset won't irritate you because there's nothing in your ear, and you're not going to lose it. I mean, I've lost count of the number of earbuds I've lost. These are specifically made for walking, jogging, running, and cycling. In other words, they're for outdoors. Now, I live in the UK, it rains, and last week it poured down, and these just carried on working. I mean, I was walking in the rain, not singing, but walking in the rain, and these performed perfectly, even though I was getting drenched. In terms of how do they work, this is bone conduction, and basically it's Bluetooth. So all you need to do is go to your mobile phone, and I'm just going to go here. Just give me a second to set this up. I'm going to go here and here, right? So you get Bluetooth on your phone, and then you switch the headset on, and just watch the air effects. Just watch the air effects in a second. Hopefully this will work. In a live demonstration, you want oh, I know what's happened now. Darn. Oh, and thank you for watching. What's happened is okay, just a minute. Let me explain. With the aftershocks, you can pair them to your mobile phone. That's what I do when I go out listening to rock music, walking 4 or 5 miles. Or you can actually pair them with your desktop machine, be it PC or Mac. I've got mine paired with the PC, and you can only pair to one place at a time. So that's why my beautiful demonstration has gone. Because just a minute, I'm going to try again. I would like to show you this. And it says it's connecting. No, you have to wait for the next demonstration, which will be after Christmas. Okay, now the beautiful thing about these headphones is that they only weigh 26 grams. Yeah, they are very lightweight. I mean, I put these on and I go walking for an hour and a half, and I still have them on an hour after I've got home. They're so light you forget them. Yeah, control wise, built-in controls, skip to the next track, increase volume, decrease volume, power on, power off, everything you want. But they work. This has been tested. I know it's been tested. They work 40 foot away from your mobile phone if that's the source. So it means you can put your mobile phone, and as long as you stay within 40 foot of it, you can listen to your favorite tracks from Amazon Music or your favorite podcast. They are so lightweight, and they are coated. And if you click link in the carousel, you'll find reviews. And I watch lots of reviews. This is my second pair of aftershocks. Yeah. And I just love, he said, walking backwards without knocking anything over. I just love the aftershocks. They just go on like that over your ear, no irritation. The sound travels through your cheekbones into your inner ear, and it just works. Now, it is not hi-fi, okay, but it is good quality. Now, the final note on this is more and more manufacturers are making this sort of headphone, bone conduction headphones. And there is a reason for that. When you're out and about and you're walking, jogging, running, and cycling, safety is important. And also, if you want to speak to somebody next to you, you can, because your ears are not engaged. Yeah, you can have a perfectly normal conversation with somebody stood next to you whilst the music is playing. Yeah, the main thing though is that because your ears are free, you can hear the traffic all around you. Now you can see the traffic in front of you, but you can hear the traffic behind you. Yeah, and also if a cyclist comes up behind you, you can hear the cyclist. Okay, so they are safe. They're good for safety. Okay, and they're good sound. They're lightweight. They're by aftershocks. And I saw these in an exhibition in Hampshire in May. I came back home. I put them onto my Amazon wish list, and they were delivered. And I've been wearing them ever since. I go I use these about 10 hours a week because I go out walking 1.5 hours a day on weekdays. Then we've got the park run on Saturday, so they get a lot of hammer. So that's it. Those are aftershocks. There are several models. If you go down, click the link in the carousel. So Jason, to answer your question, I mean, that was a bit long-winded, but yes, you can take and make phone calls. Sound quality is good. As I said, I phoned Angelica. Angelica's phoned me, and it's crystal clear on Angelica's phone and crystal clear in the headset. So there we have it. So now he said, whilst I sit down, just a minute, I'm going to show you the desktop. And you notice that the camera still follows me. And I'm going to go and sit down. Okay, so that's my desktop. The camera that's showing you that is the Obusbot Tiny, which is the camera that's down in the carousel. The Obusbot Tiny isn't your normal camera because it's a PTZ camera. And it can pan, tilt, and zoom. And that's it, the aftershocks. And if I go here, I need to go back just a minute. Okay, to the Obusbot, down in the carousel, $269. And Jason, thank you for the question. And if you're watching on Facebook, I'll just post the link. And on YouTube, we'll just post the link. Okay, if you're watching on Amazon Live, it's down in the carousel. And thank you for watching. Okay, now, this is my last broadcast before Christmas. So I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I will see you before New Year's, but it's the time of year for family and friends and to relax. And I'm looking forward to actually taking a break because I love doing this, and I'll miss it. I know my friend Nick actually went on holiday for a week and he missed it because we actually enjoy chatting with friends whilst we're actually live, and being on Amazon Live is such a privilege that we are grateful to be here. I'm grateful you're actually watching me live today. If you've unmuted, then thank you very much. And just a confirmation that if I go here, this is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen. I'm live from England. Okay, and I'm just going to sit back a bit and relax a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. Okay, because there is another Obusbot, and I think we need to take a look at the other Obusbot. So I'm actually going to change cameras. Just a moment. I'm going to go here. No, not there. Just a minute. No, where do I want to go? Oh, yeah, I do. I'm just going to change cameras. Hopefully this will work. If I go down here, okay, and I want to go here. So it just takes a minute to set up, but once we're set up, we're good to go. So I need to click there and go there, and then I need to go there. Okay, right. Now, this should work. Let's go here. We're talking about just let me put the headphones down. We're talking about the Obusbot Tiny. This is the 1080p version, which is 25% off today. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to use that camera. So let's go over here. Anything can happen now. Okay, and I'm going to go here. Now, the first thing is that with this camera, I can zoom in a little. So let's just zoom in. Okay, let's go over there. I'm using the camera software to actually control how it looks. And then once I've done that, I'm going to look directly at the camera. Okay, so it takes a few seconds to actually set it up, but you're now looking at the Obusbot Tiny 1080p camera, 1080 and 720. This camera can do everything that the 4K camera can do, apart from the fact that it's only 2 times zoom and 1080p. Now, this camera that I'm looking at now is actually mounted on the Lume Cube tripod, which means that I can actually mount this at eye level. Okay, Now, when you're broadcasting live, Zoom call, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, then you want to be at your best. So you're best dressed, okay, comb your hair, and then you want to make the best possible presentation. And the way to do that, the way to get people involved, is to look directly at the camera. Now, there is a problem. Let's look at the problem, shall we? The problem is that this is my BenQ monitor. I'll just switch the light off for a moment. Okay, on top of that BenQ monitor, there's the Obspot 4K, there is the Logitech Brio, and there is the Nexigo N970p and the Logitech LitraGlow Lite. This is a BenQ monitor, and you're actually looking at my broadcasting studio. And on over here, you can see the software that's actually controlling the cameras. Yeah. Now, if I want to be on that camera there, that one, then my natural thing is to actually look at this screen. Yeah. Well, in actual fact, I need to be looking up here, right, to look natural. And that's a learned skill. Looking at the camera when the camera is mounted on top of your monitor is a learned skill. And it takes a lot of practice. And even now, after 7 years of live broadcasting, I still don't get it perfect every time. Okay. Now, as an alternative to putting your cameras on top of the monitor, you can put your cameras on a tripod. And when you put your cameras on a tripod, you can actually mount the lens at eye level. So I don't have to look up. I don't have to look sideways. I can look straight ahead, and I know that I'm looking directly at you right now. And I can relax. I can relax because I'm not straining. I'm looking directly at the camera. I can tell you stories. Yeah. I'm basically what I'm saying is over Christmas, take your camera off your monitor and put it onto a tripod stand. Okay, there is one down in the carousel, just saying. And try it. And try work. I mean, it's all about being comfortable on camera. And if you can look directly at the lens without straining, without training, well, just being natural, then that's the perfect way to do it. So do try it out over the holiday break. Put your camera on a tripod and just practice, yeah, looking at the camera. So this is the Obspot Tiny. It does everything that the Obspot 4K does, apart from its 1080 and 720. 1080 and 720, great for browser-based broadcasting, like I'm doing today. And it's a quality piece of kit. That's why I got two Obspot. I was so impressed by the one that you're looking at now, that when the 4K model came out, I got that too. And that gives me untold benefits, because one is on the tripod, which is what I'm looking at. One is on the monitor. They both have 3 presets. So I can actually give you 6 fields of view. In fact, I can go straight over to, down in the carousel, you will see the Microsoft Surface Book 2, which is driving the whole of this broadcast. It is 16 gig of RAM. It is a 1 terabyte hard drive, twin graphics processors. It's a workhorse. I've had it now for 2 years. It runs everything I need to do in terms of broadcasting and content production. And Microsoft Surface Books are absolutely first-class pieces of kit. Well designed, well engineered, and they work. So back to the monitor. That's the BenQ monitor. Also, whilst we're here, the rucksack is not in the carousel. That is an Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone, which is down in the carousel. Great sound. This is the Lamical gooseneck stand. And if I go here, this is my iPad, which is actually controlling the broadcast. So everything that you're seeing now is because of the Obspot Tiny. So good that I bought 2 of them. If you're looking for a camera that does more than just sit on your monitor on your PC or Mac. Take a look at a PTZ camera. It gives you greater freedom to sit down, to stand up, to move. And the face tracking software, as you saw earlier, is so smooth. Yeah, both cameras have got the same software. Okay, shall we come back to me? Okay, so we're coming back to me. This is me on the Brio camera. Right, now, if you've any questions at all, I'd like to say thank you for watching on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Amazon Live. I do enjoy your company. As I say, this is my last broadcast before Christmas. I'll be back between Christmas and the New Year, but I'm taking a break. I think you need to. Well, there are two reasons for this. Everything I'm telling you about, you might not be able to get for Christmas, and that's a problem. And the second thing is taking a break. When we all need a break at Christmas. Christmas is for. Let me just scroll down here and make sure I've not missed anything. And Corinda saying, "Are you back on? Oh, you're back on Facebook now." And Corinda's saying, "That's true." Okay, thank you, Corinda. Yes, I am back on Facebook. I took a break, but I'm back on. The reason I'm back on Facebook, Corinda, is this. When I show, if I go here, when I show this camera on screen, let's go, I'm going to go through. So there's the two hotspots. Then there's the Nexigo camera. Every time I go to an item, there is the Logitech C920X. Oh, that's the C920X. I'm back on Facebook, Corinda, for this reason, that when I show an item on screen here, it in my Be Live Studio, it automatically posts the link onto Facebook and YouTube. So if you're watching me now on Facebook or YouTube and you click the link, it will take you to Amazon.com, where everybody's watching, and thank you for watching. It will take you to Amazon.com, where everybody is watching. Okay. So two cameras, one microphone. That's how I'm doing this. Okay. And I don't know which camera to look at. I mean, I can pick cameras. So I'm just going to switch that camera off. Okay, come side by side. And I want to go and talk about this. Okay, because this is on discount today as well. So let's find it in the carousel. I've got two carousels. I've got one that's on the iPad and I've got one. There it is. I've got it. Okay, so we're talking about the item. I can hide that now. We're talking about the item that's down the carousel, which is Logitech C920X. This is the ideal first camera. Just a minute. I just need to, I'm happier when I'm on the left-hand side. Just a minute. It's not going to work, is it? I'm going to hide that. And I've still got a microphone. Just a second. I'm just trying something. No, I've broken it. Okay. Let's bring this camera back in. Okay. Right. Logitech C920X down the carousel. Now, the thing about the Logitech C920X today is it's $59.99, 14% off. Yeah. Which is a very good price. Now, little story. 7 years ago, before Facebook Live, I was broadcasting on a site called Blab, B-L-A-B. It was 4 people on screen. This is before Facebook Live. It was 4 people on screen, and there were thousands of us, hundreds in my particular circle. And then Facebook Live was launched, and we said to each other, we need to up our game, because until then we've been using internal cameras and internal microphones because you're just broadcasting to friends. Once you start broadcasting to the whole world, then you need something better. And this is the something better. This is, if I go, I'm trying to use a pointer. Let's go over here. Logitech C920X. Here, The X stands for extra. In 2 minutes, I'm going to show you what the extra is. It's full 1080p and 720p, which is industry standard, good quality. It's got dual microphones. It's got a 78-degree field of view on the lens. Well, I can't show you, just have to tell you because this camera is not actually plugged in. But it is 1080p and 720p. It does have, yeah, and it's got advanced software, which I will show you in a moment. But this is the ideal first camera for Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, because it's plug and play. And Alexa, who are Logitech?
Logitech International SA is a Swiss multinational manufacturer of computer peripherals and software, with headquarters in Lausanne, Switzerland, and Newark, California.
Alexa, stop. So Logitech are based in Newark in California. International Swiss-American company. Good reputation. And these cameras have sold in their millions. This one is 7 years old. Yeah, I got this 7 years ago for Facebook Live. It works well today. It's mint condition because it just sits on top of your monitor. Yeah, it doesn't move. It's quality, and it's down in the carousel today, $10 off, and it is the ideal first camera. Now, the reason that I'm mentioning this is that if I go down here, it's got a 78-degree field of view. The version in the carousel was March 31st, 2020. And this is the key. If I just go full screen for a moment, yeah, the Logitech C920X includes a 3-month license to XSplit VCam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the banner. Okay, so we're removing the banner. I'm going to find the video. Just a minute, I need to find a video. This might take a minute or two. Don't go anywhere. It's definitely down in my carousel, I saw it earlier. I'm going to put the video on screen. If you watch the beginning of the show, which was a while ago, then you've seen this, well, an example of this. But what I'm going to do now is show you how background removal works. And I'm going to show you the software. And then I'm here for any questions. But this is how it works. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And I'm here to give you an overview of XSplit VCam, how it works. Background removal tool I've been using since January 2019, and it just keeps getting better and better. Now the image behind me is one of Salisbury Cathedral, and the acid test of any background removal tool is that you still have 10 fingers with little webbing between them. Okay, so that test passed. Second is the outline of your body. Those are the things to look for when you're looking at a green screen, the ability to actually move about. So let's take a look at the software itself. And this is the XSplit VCam program. Okay, now you notice the top there, it says original. This is me. This is also me. So this is how I look normally. Now, first stage is to actually remove the background. So let's remove the background by pressing a button, and I get background's gone. Okay, prove that if I go here, background has disappeared. Okay, so next step is to select a background to go in place, and you can do that just by clicking an image. You'll get a different background. Okay, that's it. That's very colorful. Now, just a warning, you need to make sure that the image at the top is not too light. Okay, what you don't want is to have an image too light at the top. If you try it, you'll see what I mean. Okay, now XSplit VCam is an external program which you download from XSplit, and it sits on your computer and you can use it in this way. Okay, so over to one of my favorite backgrounds. So I'm just switching background. Now, if I go to here, you can actually see that I can get backgrounds from several sources. I can upload a media file, Okay, and I'm going to upload a media file. I'm going to go on my hard drive to artwork and to reduced. Okay, and I'm going to bring up this image, and that's it. That's how easy it is to take an image from your hard drive and bring it on screen. Second thing you can do is you can run a YouTube video. Now I can show you a sample. The second thing you can do is that you can actually play a YouTube video as your background. You can have a moving background. Just make sure the video is public and it is embeddable. Now I'm just going to go, I'm on my phone and I'm going here and I just want to test something. It is embeddable. Now I'm just going to go, right. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. I just need to turn the volume down, I think. Okay, I'm live. If I go here, I'm actually live on Facebook today. And this is the broadcast from Facebook on my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And this is the best phone I have ever owned. And it's down in the carousel right now. And this is it. And this is me live. And apart from the lighting, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, just a minute. Okay, there we have it. I think I need to change something. Just give me a second. I need to make one change. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. That's better. Let's try again. That should catch up in a minute. Okay, but the Samsung Galaxy S22 is the best mobile phone I've ever owned. And if I go here and go here and take myself off solo, okay, you can see, I'm going to hide that now. You can see the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra down in the carousel at the moment. It is 939. Just a minute. Okay, the bonus here. It's 939.99 today. It's 22% off. So there's a 22% saving on this flagship phone from Samsung. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the phone. Well, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to talk about the phone next time because I want to say a big thank you. Let's just hide that. Just come to me. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched me on Amazon Live in 2022. I always have the greatest time when I'm actually broadcasting live. I've made many new friends, including the Lights, Camera, Action crew. And Jason was with us today from the crew. And let's go here. And if I go up here, Jason was in today. I'm just going to find a comment from Jason. Yeah, so Jason Shields is a member of the Lights, Camera, Action crew, the LCA crew. And so are you now. Whether you've signed up or not, you're part of the crew. This has been Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. I do so enjoy broadcasting Amazon Live. I'm grateful that you have spent part of your day with me. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a happy Christmas. A wonderful Christmas. Enjoy being with family and friends. Take care, and I'll see you. I'll definitely see you after Christmas. Bye for now. Take care, everybody. Bye.